Hello, I'm back again to talk about another Splitgate 2 playtest that happened recently. My last video was Splitgate 2 playtest related, and so is this one, and those videos are 11 days apart. So as you can clearly tell from the information, I've been a bad YouTuber this month. Um, Hopefully things pick up and I start making a lot more videos. I have been very ill and I also had a funeral to attend. I briefly mentioned it in my last video, but unfortunately a relative passed away and that took a lot of time away from YouTube, work, and I got hit with whatever flu is going around at the place I work at, and I was completely out of commission for like 4 days straight. I was very dizzy, I had heart palpitations, my nose was constantly running, I couldn't really speak, I lost my voice. It was rough, but now I'm on the recovering end and I can tell you about my experience with the latest Splitgate 2 playtest. So briefly, the last test didn't go down very well for me or for many of the people who participated. Basically, the 1047 games devs decided to change something that nobody asked for, and that was the portal system. And they made it so that portals have charges, so you had ammunition for your portals essentially, and you couldn't span them unlimited. You had to use 4 of them and then wait 8 seconds for your recharge. Many people disliked it. There were some that did prefer it, but I think the overwhelming majority wanted it reverted. So this test focused on making the game more arena-based and having weapon pickups on map rather than a loadout system. And this test went down very well. Weapon pickups on the map is much better in my eyes. Everyone is on an even playing field, and map control, along with keeping track of timers on weapons, dictates which team is going to get the power weapons. Abyss as well, a map from Splitgate 1, was brought back. It was remade, and it looks great in Unreal Engine 5 in Splitgate 2. And I honestly think they should just add the majority of Splitgate 1 maps into Splitgate 2. No disrespect to whoever created the Splitgate 2 maps, but they're simply not as good as the Splitgate 1 maps. Maybe it's because they massively favour symmetry. I don't think there's a single Splitgate 2 asymmetrical map. And we simply maybe need some more of those asymmetrical style maps in the game. And that's why Abyss felt so good in comparison to the like native Splitgate 2 maps. The time to kill was also tweaked slightly based on feedback from another test, and I feel like it's almost in a good place now. Gunfights can still feel a little bit like they drag on for a while, and you do get third-partied by someone joining in the engagement because it goes on for so long, or somebody like hearing you across the map and then being able to locate the gunfight and join in from a distance, just because they do go on for a while. But it's in a much better place than it was last test. Gunfights were taking way too long to finish. The other thing that I mentioned last time was aiming on controller. Some people in the comments did say that aim assist in Splitgate has been like tuned a bit and toned down in recent months apparently. But I don't think it's that, because I play other games that don't even have aim assist on controller. I created one and it's still like those games feel great with controller still. Splitgate just feels vastly different to any other shooter game that I play with a controller. Splitgate 1 felt amazing on controller for me. I loved it. But Splitgate 2's controller feel like discourages me to play the game for long durations. It feels like I am fighting the controller, like as if I have less control in Splitgate compared to other games. It feels very smooth, but almost too smooth, and I prefer more of a like clunky and jittery aiming system. The Splitgate 2 aiming system just feels really weird, like it's in autopilot sometimes. And it feels very heavy, and like I'm swinging a very heavy baseball bat around or something. It's very, very strange to me, and I feel like I'm constantly trying to fight it rather than it working for me. But maybe I'm alone here, I don't know. Just personally, I feel like Splitgate 1 felt better mechanically, and Splitgate 2 felt better mechanically a year ago during their first playtests, compared to how it does now. Every other aspect of the game has been improved now in my eyes. If the recent test was to be how the product is shipped, I believe it's in a better position than what they had before. Essentially, like, it's just replicating Splitgate 1, but with better visuals. That's the direction it seems like they are going in, and I think that's the direction they need to move towards, and then innovate and add from there. I think, Splitgate 1, that's the game that got them their mass player base in the first place, and it makes sense to just replicate that experience with better visual and less technical debt and build from there, rather than trying to build something different that caters to a mass audience, which is what they did initially. From that point, I think we could maybe look at adding some of the elements from Splitgate 2. For example, the faction abilities could actually be on-map pickups, just like the weapons. It would be no different to how Halo has on-map pickups for things like active camouflage, overshield, speed boost, damage boost, and custom power-ups. The aero speed boost can act exactly the same. The shield for Sabrask would be just like a bubble shield from Halo. Those elements of Splitgate 2 could be quite suitable as on-map pickups and would work in an arena shooter setting. And finally, the EMP grenade needs adding as well. I believe I have seen a post from the official Splitgate account on Discord, or maybe Twitter, one of the two, that says it is coming back and it will be tested in an upcoming playtest. I definitely think that it has a place in the game and that the majority of people will welcome it, and hopefully it makes its way into the relaunched version of the game. And that's it. As for other things that I'd want to see in the release, obviously a replay system where we can go into a theater mode and get screenshots and record footage and things would be really nice, but apparently Unreal Engine 5 is limiting that for the devs. Other than that, the race mode from Splitgate 1 would be really nice if that was to return as well, because it had a whole separate community behind it. And then finally, in-game leaderboards, that would be nice as well. And I believe that is everything really. More maps and mods and things are always welcome. But like I said, I think everything that was in Splitgate 1 should be in Splitgate 2, but it should play better, it should look better, and it should essentially be Splitgate 2 should just be an upgraded version of Splitgate 1. So there's no excuse for we can't do this because of technical debt, because they're using an updated engine. And then go from there, like I said. We'll see what the next test has. I believe it'll be EMP grenades and maybe not much else. Maybe just some weapon tweaking and things, plus another map remake, I assume. Yeah, this test went down a lot better than the previous one did for me, and I think this is much more on the right track. Stop changing things that nobody has asked for, and continue to change things that the community voices opinions on, and I think you'll have a lot of success. Yeah, the potential is there. They just need to listen and take action on the right things. Yeah, thanks for watching this one. I know some of the devs as well watch these videos for feedback and things. Much appreciated. Hopefully I've articulated things in a way that is digestible and understandable. And thanks for featuring me in the recent dev update. Some of my footage was used in one of those videos, so that's very cool. Okay, thanks for watching this one. I'll update you on whatever happens next, along with hopefully some other videos. I still need to do my video on the finals, where I tried all the medium weapons. I'm struggling with that one because it's now been a month since I actually played that game. And Arc Raiders, the test is happening, so I'll be playing that. And then I'll be playing the full game because I got the full game for free. I got a code. Let's go. So more on that to come. Alright, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.